if I leave my arsenal in the house.
What do you mean? What arsenal? You should be in you. It's supposed to be in you, bro.
Hey, let's go.
Come on, break it down.
Let's go down. This is Millstone, Jake. Jake, yeah, we got Jaffa leading a bunch of Jakes.
I'm Jaffa.
And destroy the most of the
Holy
together
shit.
defend him and the people that remain.
That's what 11.
Hold on.
Jake is hilarious, bro.
Hey, because the scripture.
Hey, we're trying to edify you,
Come down to
taking up a lot of time right now.
Come down to 49 for me. Read all the way down to 49.
Second Ezra chapter 14, verse 49. Now,
All the way, no, from where you begin at the top, all the way down to 49. Then we're going to pick up at Isaiah 11:11.
This is Second Ezra chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, who Shalmaneser the king of Assyria led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave.
But you gotta break it down.
Go ahead.
What's the other land?
We're gonna break it down. Keep on
What's the
reading.
other land?
Keep on letting it break. Keep letting the brother read. Go ahead, my brother.
That they would leave the multitude of the heathen
Of the heathens
and go forth into a further country
into a further country. Go
where
ahead.
never mankind dwelt.
Where never mankind dwell. Now, did brothers dwell on the west coast and the south of Africa? Then that's why the children of Israel go over there, because the children of Ham populated the north in the northeastern region of Africa. Continue to read, brother.
Wait, can I say something on that?
Yes, sir.
They went to the west coast of Africa in 70 AD.
Okay, that was the house of Jerusalem. That was the house of
Northern
Jerusalem.
Kingdom went before, and they went northeast.
Okay, you're right,
No?
but see, no.
If you look at the
Assyria,
geography-
Assyria
Let
took
me
it,
hear
but
what he says.
what is
Let
the
me hear
nature
it.
of the Israelite? Whenever
Let me
we
hear it.
get released, we go home. We go to reunite with our family in
That
Jerusalem.
goes against prophecy.
No, sir. Keep
Because
on reading.
we're
Keep on
supposed to
keep on
come
reading.
here to
Keep on
serve
reading. It's a reason. It's a
captivity
reason why
together.
y'all don't read all the way down to 49.
Continue.
Verse
Shit,
41.
I'll be back up there.
But they took
I'll be
this
back up there
counsel
in a second.
among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country
Right.
where never mankind dwelt,
Right.
that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
Oh, keynote. They might there. Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. I don't see them keeping the statutes that once they left Assyria. Hold up, wasn't Assyria under Islam? Didn't Assyria speak Arabic? So when they under Islam, when they
Islam's
under
a new thing.
Islam
man.
was not around back then.
No,
Saudi
during the
Arabia.
Ottoman Empire, it was. Because
The
Turkey and
Ottoman
Islam,
Empire has nothing to do
all of
with
that
this
is
era.
prophesied in there, brother.
Ottoman
The Babylonian,
see,
the
you got your
Babylon, what does
timeline.
Babylon
You
sit
all
at?
screwed
Where
up,
does
bro.
Babylon
Brother,
sit at?
You have no
It
idea
sits
what
in
you-
Mesopotamia,
Look,
brother.
You got your
Keep
timeline
reading, keep
messed
reading.
up.
It's gonna self-explain itself. Then we're gonna pick up.
Let me-
we're gonna see.
let
we're
me
gonna
ask
see.
you
Wait,
something.
we're gonna
Hold
see
on.
if any of these locations that y'all name is in the scriptures. Go ahead.
Can I ask you something real quick?
Wait, we're gonna let the scriptures
No,
talk.
you being
Then
hella
I promise
clamorous,
you,
bro.
brother.
Let me
I promise
ask
you.
you
I promise you, man, you're gonna build a dialogue.
You can't promise. Why you
Because
promising?
I watch these
You
classes.
can't
I
make
see
one
these
hair
classes.
upon your head change color.
Okay,
Why
go
you
ahead.
promising
Go
me
ahead. Go
anything?
ahead. Go ahead.
Listen.
I can't debate with a Gentile about our word, bro.
He's gonna tell you the
So
same
go
thing I'm
ahead,
gonna
go
tell
ahead.
you.
Well, let the brother tell me, but let's build the dialogue, because the Father gives you the answer. He says, I uncovered Esau's hidden places, not me. So go ahead, brother.
And you gotta, first of all, your timeline is messed up.
No, brother,
So
I'm
if
not.
your timeline is messed up-
Jasher predates Apocrypha, right?
Well, Jasher is not in the
All
scriptures.
right. No, what I'm telling you,
we don't read
Jasher
Jasher.
predates Apocrypha, right?
We don't read the book
All
of
right.
Jasher, brother.
But you're not gonna read down further.
I'll read down
Please
further.
do that for me.
But we
Please,
gotta
just
read it out.
Please, because it's self-explanatory. I don't gotta debate.
Resist not.
Yeah,
Verse
resist.
43. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the
A
river.
river, not a boat, not an
For the-
ocean.
Okay. But what river was it?
Euphrates.
Okay, you don't
Okay.
need a big boat to go through the river.
No, you don't. But
Euphrates.
keep on reading.
It says, for the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till
Right.
they were passed over, for through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half in the same region is called Osiris.
Now, I don't know if y'all ever researched how long did a boat ride take for the slaves to arrive over here on the boat ride, but it only took 3 months. Continue, brother. The boat ride from Africa, from the west coast of Africa to over here, it only took 3 months. But go ahead, continue. Google that if you don't know that for sure.
Then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now, when they shall begin to come, the highest shall stay the springs of the stream
What spring
again.
is he gonna stay again? Again. What? Because there's some people obviously didn't come the first time all the way across the river the first time. So what stream is he gonna stay again? Euphrates, right? So there's some people still left on the other side of Euphrates. Keep on reading.
That they may go through, therefore sawest thou the multitude with peace. But those that be left behind of thy people are they that are found within my borders.
Those that be what?
But those that be left behind of
Okay.
thy people
Oh, my people within my what?
are they that are found within my borders.
Pick up at Isaiah 11:11. We're gonna find out what them borders are.
There's Isaiah 11:11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahweh shall set his hand again the second time
First time was in Egypt. The second time is gonna be this worldwide one. And what's gonna happen?
to recover the remnant of his people,
That what?
which shall be left from Assyria.
Hold that. Left from where? Assyria. Go back to that word on 48.
But those,
Precept words.
but
left.
those that be left behind of thy people are
Left
they.
behind. Go back to that one.
And from Egypt and from Pathros.
No. All of Assyria. Read it from left behind. Precept the words. It's precept upon precept for thy understanding, right? So he said the word left behind behind my borders. You're naming the left of the borders behind. Name them. Because Syria took the empire, right? Name them again. What's the first empire name?
From Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros
Whoa.
and from Cush
Wow.
and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea.
I see Dominican, Guatemala, Panama, Puerto Rico, Cuban, North American Indian, Somalia, Argentina, Cuban, and Mexico. None of them places that he just named is on this chart. Thus says the Most High, the northern tribes are in those locations. Now read, continue to read.
And he shall set up an ensign.
Ensign, if you look at the strong concordance of that, that means banner, signal, sign.
Which is what?
Something you can see like that McDonald's sign. Keep on reading. That's
So
the
what's the,
ensign.
what's the sign?
So who gonna be able to see it though? From what areas? From what location? Because we can see that from this location.
You're not
so the Most High
spiritual,
saying
bro.
that.
You're not spiritual.
No, the Most High said, "I'm going to show
All right,
an ensign
now,
from these
give me this-
locations."
give me
Continue
this-
to read, brother.
give me,
Hold on. Continue to read, please. Wait. Continue to read because he goes. in
I
depth.
was setting something up.
Go
All
ahead,
right,
go
quit
ahead.
barking orders at me.
Go ahead, brother. You're a Gentile, bro. You
Go.
can't teach me. You're not supposed to branch yourself against the original branch. You
Deuteronomy
remember that?
28.
You know what I mean? Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
Go into where?
Can you read that? We're going to let the Gentiles speak. Let him. Go ahead.
Pretty much.
And gathered together the dispersed of Judah
From the what?
from the four corners of the earth.
That's cutthroat.
We are dispersed throughout the four corners.
Judah.
Yeah, so
Judah. The house of Judah.
Judah is the
Ephraim,
head tribe.
No.
All these
no.
tribes
We know what the
come
house.
under
We
the
know
banner
when. We know when Solomon sinned.
Why you just?
it had the,
Hey, you know how a conversation works?
Brother,
One person talks
brother.
and then another person
Levi,
talks.
Benjamin,
All
and
you doing is
Judah
just
makes up the
yelling and
house
hollering
of
over.
I got
Judah.
a scripture for you, bro.
Go ahead, my brother.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than they give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider
Y'all
not
the one
that they
teaching
do
the dummy
evil.
doctrine. You
not
sit up here.
teaching
You're gonna
Then
bring
why
out
are you
that
here? Hey,
scripture.
doesn't the scripture?
Did that
You don't know the
Wait,
scripture.
wait, wait,
Let the
wait.
unjust be unjust still.
Y'all
Let-
see this?
what
I
does it
hope.
say?
I hope. I
Let
just
the
took
right-
your whole
Can we
doctrine.
reason together?
Let-
Yes, brother,
didn't
man,
cut
you
it.
can.
Okay,
Man, you
cool.
can.
So
but
then-
this man is
okay.
going to put your
Wait,
script
wait,
on
wait,
his
wait,
shoulder.
all you
wait,
do
and
is
be
wait,
yelling
amazing
and hollering,
service to
man.
you,
Wait,
brother.
if this dude
You
was
feel
a
me?
Japhetic,
You Mexican, but no disrespect to you, but you not Issachar. Issachar is still in
goodness
Africa. All of the
Bro.
northern tribes are still in Africa.
Bro.
Thus says the
bro,
book of
what spirit are you coming in?
Brother, I'm coming in the spirit of spirit.
He
of
just,
truth.
yeah, he just came
Okay.
right out.
Spirit and
you
truth.
Mexican.
But really, you're coming in the spirit of a woman.
Oh, spirit of the woman. Oh my
And
God.
I'm
You brothers are out
explaining.
here.
been slandering.
You're following
I'm
the false
explaining.
doctrine, my aunt.
I'm explaining.
I already know
Let
this
me
stuff.
explain it.
Bro, I've
A
been in
woman
this truth
doesn't
for
let a
6
man
years
talk.
now.
Nope.
I've
They
been in
always
this truth for 6
overshadow
years
you.
now,
They're
bro.
clamorous.
Simple.
They're
Go ahead, go
loud.
ahead.
Nothing.
Go ahead,
Off
go
nothing.
ahead. Since
And
you
then
want
when
to
you
try to
try to
flip the
explain it-
doctrine, since you want to try to flip the doctrine, go ahead and speak what you got to speak.
We're not flipping
But-
the doctrine.
But I'm letting you know right now that Esau's the white man in this false 12 tribes chart. That time is over. The Most High is raising up the real prophets. He's
Where
raising
you
up
at?
the prophets that's coming
So,
towards y'all.
so all the prophets are going to look like John Shaft.
Oh nah, brother. You know what the prophets look like. He says
What do they
Judah,
look like?
They look like Judah.
Everybody's going to look like
yes,
Judah.
everybody's Negro.
So what about
Who
slavery?
got the Zonder and
What
Compact
about
Bible
when the
Dictionary?
so-called white
Who
man
got the Zonder and
put
Compact
his
Bible Dictionary? Because
so
y'all
his
got y'all
sheep?
facts.
I like that.
Go to the definition of ham.
You just
Go to
talking.
the
You just
definition of
talking
ham,
all
brother.
kinds of words. You don't even got a Bible.
Just bring
Oh, I
the
You
don't
just
got-
speaking
oh.
all kinds of words.
Oh my God, man. Y'all be out? Would y'all be out here next Sunday? Because I would
Every
bring my
Sunday.
I'll come out
Every
here with my
Sunday.
arsenal. I'll bring out everything. And I'll bring a table. And I'll sit in front of you, brother, so we can honestly have that real one.
You don't even want to look
I got a
Go
scripture.
ahead, brother.
This is 1 Corinthians 11:4. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head. So, what's up, brother?
Keep on going. Keep on going to the woman part. Keep on going.
That's
Keep on going. No.
Keep going.
Y'all selective diet.
Okay.
So you gotta understand, there's two definitions of the word head, right? There's the head so far as the physical head on your body, then there's the head of the household, right? So keep on going. We're gonna understand, because you gotta go and look up what definition is that word pertaining to. Because that's pertaining to the head of the kingdom. So he that covers up the Messiah is the one who
Can I ask you a
Y'all
question?
know this is stupid.
Can I ask you
But
a
the ones who
question?
cover up the head of the household, like
Can I
the
ask
wife
you
who
a
covers her
question?
husband, yes, the same thing, because the husband
Can I
is
ask
the
you a
head of the
question?
wife, right? Right? Because it says that if you read down further.
Well, you're
the husband is
hilarious.
the
You
head
should
of
be
the
a
wife.
comedian.
Brother,
Nah, bro.
You could be the next.
How can
You
I-
should be out here. You should
Hey,
be out here.
who's that little
You should be out here just hurling these
Brother.
stuff. You feel me?
How can
No,
I
not
teach
funny,
you?
Mike.
How can I teach you spiritual things? How can someone
One that
teach
always does
a
this
natural
rock.
man
Kevin
spiritual
Hart.
things?
A natural man, spiritual things. First of all, brother, you can't teach a brother that's already woke spiritual things. The only thing
Anybody
you can
can
do
say
is
they
like he
woke.
said, Amos 3 and 3.
Erica Badu said
That's the,
Why
only,
are you
that's the
here,
only
bro?
thing.
Why are you
bro,
here just
because, bro,
just
that's the same. That's
you're
the same
wasting
thing.
your time, you're
all you
wasting our
cappers,
time.
all you ABC bangers do is y'all try to deflate the situation, try to get the dummy instead of the people who are actually buying these books. But y'all tell us buy these books, buy Babylon and Timbuktu, buy Zelda and Compact
You out
Bible
of your
Dictionary,
mind.
buy this, buy that, and when we buy them
You're
and we
crazy
read
as
it,
hell.
the information though goes with y'all doctrine. I got all the books that you camp said buy. I've been in this shit 6 years ago. Started with you, brother.
he
Started with
bugged
GOCC
No, wait.
and IUSC.
ask him a question
You know what
for
I
me,
mean?
'cause he don't listen.
None of you brothers are
He
teaching.
don't
He'll
listen to me either.
He might let you.
None of you
He
brothers
might
are
let
teaching
you
the
talk. He
truth.
might let you say something.
None of you brothers are teaching the truth, bro.
Ask him what is his message?
What is your message?
My message is, bro, is that this doctrine is false. This
Okay.
12 tribes chart
so what?
is false.
So what is
Esau
your,
is
what
white
his
is
message
false.
To
This
to
dude is just a
Israel?
What is
damn
your message
Gentile.
to Israel?
This dude is a Gentile. He's not your
Ask
brother.
him again.
This
he's
is
not
my
your
brother,
brother.
man. And he's not a
Don't go
Gentile.
into it with me.
What is your message, brother?
What is his message?
The
to
message,
people of
brothers, to
Israel?
our people, is yes, we're going to rise. And yes, these Gentile nations are going to crumble. And they're going to be up under our foot, but they're going to serve out, they're going to carry our kids on their shoulders to be our handmaids in service. They're not going to die over there in Arabia like Edom is prophesied to do. I'm sorry. You feel me? I would love to collab with you brothers and really wake you up to the real truth.
They're not.
And we
going
can
to
really
die
get out
Arabia
here,
as
you
they're
can
prophesying.
really get out here and put out the
So
real
you're
work.
saying that the prophecy's not going to
Put in the real work. You feel me?
So the
Put in
Most High is
real-
a
'cause
liar?
Honestly, bro, y'all just
Yeah,
woke
taking
up to
all
lie
kinds of
to more people about this shit, bro.
So what about
It's
Jacob's
not,
trouble?
it's not honest.
What about
it's
Jacob's
not real,
trouble?
bro.
Hey, where's the cameras at?
What about
first 2
Jacob's
years-
trouble?
The first 2 years
Ask
of my
him what
truth.
about Jacob's trouble?
What about Jacob's trouble?
What about it?
We're going through it right now. It's the beginning of that.
So what's going to happen during Jacob's trouble?
What you mean what's going to happen?
What's going to happen?
Martial law.
Okay.
Okay, so what?
So
What's your point?
What's going to happen to Israel during Jacob's trouble?
Okay, but who's going to do the Jacob's trouble?
What's the mark of the beast?
What's the mark of the beast?
What's the mark of the beast in Revelation?
That's Islam, brother. It's not that
So
666 is the man. It's only the make of a man, brother.
You-
So if you do the real
you are the
research,
one that's gonna
if you
get
do the real
loads of people
research
killed
of the
if you are
origin of the
teaching
mark
that,
of the
man.
beast, it's
You're
the
gonna
whole
die,
little
bro.
symbol of
I'm gonna tell you
Islam.
right now, you're
It's
gonna
the whole
die.
little symbol
Whoever
of Islam.
follows you is gonna
Praise
die.
Allah.
You are
That's why
not
I say
preparing
thou not
anybody
bow
for what's
worship.
gonna
Who's
come.
the only one bowing and worshiping something? Islam. Where is Saudi Arabia connected to? What is North-South Saudi Arabia? Edom.
Hey,
You feel me?
Jake will strain at a
Go
gnat
to-
and swallow a fucking
Hey,
camel.
go to as a matter of fact. go
Hey,
to,
you know what? Get that. You are they that strain at a gnat but will swallow a fucking camel. What's that scripture? You think it's funny, bro? It's gonna be hilarious.
You rocking with the same people who taught you the damn lie. These Greeks who translated our Bible, bro. You
Who
feel
am
me?
I rocking with?
You know what I mean? Like you allowing this brother to speak for you, And he ain't doing nothing but throwing around
I ain't
scriptures
speaking
like pastors did for the past 400 years since we've been out
What
here.
names do you call?
feel
Matthew
me?
23 and 24.
I'm just crazy.
What name do you call
It just baffles me,
Hey,
brother.
if
Can y'all
the
dispute
blind
Isaiah
lead the
11:11 and contest it with the precept of 2 Ezra 14? Because that precept the hell out
We
of it.
ain't doing nothing.
And y'all just went way off of
We
it.
ain't doing nothing with you anymore. You totally lost.
All right, shalom, man. I will be out here next Sunday with the two.
Hey,
bro.
salute
You feel me?
Neither
Shalom.
will
Shalom.
Godspeed.
Tell them
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, bro. Shalom, bro. I'll
All
be
right,
there with y'all next Sunday, man.
I hope not. Ain't no point. You know, teach your followers. Why you gonna come over here messing with us?
man. You some fools teaching.
Hey, bro, you're gonna die, man. Whoever follows after you is gonna die, man. This type of shit right here is not prepared. Look, you so fucking worried about. Hey, what did I say about Jake being? Remember, I was in the chat. Jake is a scrupulous people. Okay, well, you know what scrupulous means? It means to be diligent, to be looking at every little fucking detail. That's this guy right here. He wants to nitpick at every little detail. He wants to argue over little tiny things. He's straining at a neck, man. But he's missing the big fucking picture, man. He's not preparing anybody for Jacob's trouble. He's not preparing him. Really, that's Satan, man. And honestly, we ain't up here to debate nobody like that. We ain't gonna go to this guy's camp or whatever he does and do all that. You know why? Because we don't give a shit, because we know we have the truth. This guy's hurt. He's hurt because he bought all the books. He did whatever he did from Great Millstone, and he bugged out. It bugged him out. Over here reading the book of Jasher. Couldn't even break down. He said a man where never mankind dwelt. People have been to Africa. Egypt is in northern Africa.
Well, the precept for never mankind dwelt is in Deuteronomy too.
Yeah.
We're talking about a new land.
A new land. They will be taken to Egypt again by ships.
But really, we knew about this place through King Solomon,
Time.
you know. But as collectively, as a whole, as a nation, we didn't ever come to this land, man. Actually, Solomon sent in,
The Phoenicians.
No?
Hamites, yeah.
Well, Hamites, yeah. I got a precept.
And that dude did. All that dude did was yell over us the whole time. He didn't want to give us a chance to talk.
So I said, we gotta keep it afloat, man.
He didn't want to give us a chance to talk. He didn't want He didn't want us to start bringing out scriptures. Because you know why? Because guys like that are afraid of being wrong.
Yeah.
He's proud.
That's why I say you have the spirit of a woman. Well, I got a quick read. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 16. As also in all his epistles, speaking in them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable rest.
Rest, pervert. That's what it means. They wrestle with it. They pervert it. They add. They take away. Because they can't understand it, so they find another way around. But it tells you that you got to go through the straight gate. If you try and climb in another way, you're a fucking thief. All right? That guy's a thief and a liar and a robber. All right? And all he's doing is he's going to lead, and nobody follows this guy. That's why he's over here, because we're probably the only people he's talked to about the truth in years.
Since he bugged out.
Since he bugged out. And he wants to come over here and spew his madness, because he wants to show what all the knowledge that he has. We ain't up here for that, man. Go ahead.
As they do also the other scriptures, which was the point, you know, unto their own destruction.
Unto their own destruction, because he said precept upon precept. He only wanted his precepts to come. He said we were picking and choosing, and then he started talking about, this brother brought out about having your head covered. Jake likes to justify their wickedness, man. And that's what the hell he was trying to do. Bringing out, the fuck was this guy talking about, man? Covering the head, covering the Yahweh Shai. No, man. Any man prophesying or praying with his head covered, okay? Dishonoreth Yahweh Shai. Dishonoreth his head. It doesn't dishonor your fucking scalp. You're dishonoring Yahweh Shai. That's why I said a woman praying with her head not covered dishonoreth her head, which is who? The man. This guy is a carnal brute beast. He's not spiritual. And Thawadi Hal Bashamial was shy that he thinks I'm an Edomite, because we don't need fucking idiots like that.
Well, no, you didn't think you're Edomite.
Japhet,
Japhet.
whatever. Which he said the so-called white man was Esau, but he's calling me Japhet.
No, he said the Arabs.
If
Oh, them dudes with that color their beard red and shit.
and the mark of the beast is Islam, are you the most fucking retarded asshole on earth? Islam is the mark of the beast? What is the beast? He don't even know what the beast is. That guy's a fucking idiot. And he's gonna die, and whoever listens to that guy is gonna die.
That's some incredulity.
Yeah. And man, that's trouble. It said, "Let it not trouble." I wanted to punch him in the face. I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you.
I just wanted to cut the shit out of him because I had hella scriptures.
Yeah.
Because he said Judah, he mentioned Judah, but
The problem is that he wasn't letting the scriptures come out.
I got a script.
'Cause that's what we did back then, you know? When people came up to us, we said, hey, let the scripture speak. Let the scripture
He
speak.
didn't want to.
And then the scriptures whooped their ass every single time. Or they got up the way, got on the bus or whatever, you know?
But when you when you're dealing with that, hey, like G-Man, you notice how when G-Man was going up to the apostles and was spewing his madness, he wouldn't let them even talk. He wouldn't even let them have a word in. And so they all just started saying, "Gay man, gay man." They all just started chanting that. You know what I mean? Because what else could you do? You know?
I thought it was Kevin Hart, man. He just had the beard.
That's why I said that's the next Kevin.
I was like, where's the cameras at? Where's the cameras at? You know?
And that guy just came up to throw off the spirit. We're up here edifying. That's why it's only for the elect. It's only for brothers that's gonna understand the truth. You know? That dude's a bug out. The book of Jasher. These are all red flags. You follow the shit like that, you're a fucking bug out.
Yeah, script. This is Deuteronomy. This is Daniel chapter 9, verse 7. O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces, as at this day, to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
And you know why there's confusion of faces? All right, confusion meaning being confounded. All right, they're confounded at their own suffering. Israel was spread abroad to the four corners of the earth. Their seed is mixed amongst the Gentiles. All right, they look like other nations. All right, the confusion of faces, man. You know, look, hey, that dude, confused, man. All right, Jake is in a fucking totally bugged out state. All right, totally destroyed, man.
It says, as at this day to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, which are the darker skinned tribes, and unto all Israel, Latinos, Native Americans, that are near and that are far off, through all the countries, whether thou hast driven them.
That are near and that are far off. So no matter what you look like, if you're an Israelite, you're going through the curses. So you're suffering these things whether you're near or whether you're far off, whether you look like another nation or not. And Jake, mouths must be stopped, especially the day of the circumcision. The Lord is just gonna kill you. He knows his shit.
Through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass, that they have trespassed against thee.
Yep, because of their trespass. Okay? Being bugged out like that, man. Going into being carried away with every wind of doctrine. That's what happened to this idiot. He was carried away with every wind of doctrine. Okay? He said, those that be left are they which are in my borders. Okay?
Just talking about the southern kingdom.
Alright? Jake was fucking dispersed throughout the four corners of the world, man. They're really there ain't very many Jakes in the land of Israel. Okay? majority of Jacob's dispersed here and all over the world. The so-called Jews have the land of Israel, man. All right. And they had to travel down the Euphrates in order to get to the port that Solomon had, in order to go across the Atlantic, which is a perilous fucking ocean. If you just look at
Somalia.
Yeah, but they connected through the Atlantic.
Yeah, kind of. And then they went through there to get to here, man, to South and North America.
Which was the Horn of Africa, the Cape. They went under there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then they shot through the Atlantic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The Atlantic is where the 10 tribes broke off. You know, of course, you had Issachar, and then they went, south. Then you had the other tribes shoot through the Caribbean and go into Horsereth. But he's a bug out because he doesn't understand. First off, he don't even understand who the nations are. He called the brother Japhet. When Japhet, Esau didn't come from Japhet. Esau is our evil twin that came out of Shem. So he don't even understand basic things, man.
I don't see an Arab depicted as Jesus Christ, do you?
I think GOCC calls Esau Japheth, if I'm not mistaken.
And then there's other Israelite branches or other bug outs out there that'll say that Esau is the Arabs, man. Which Esau is not the Arabs. Esau is a so-called white man that descended from our forefather Isaac, man. He's our evil twin. We are more connected to Esau than any other tribe, nation in the world. He is our evil twin. But yeah, just another bug out. There's one more verse.
It's a lot. The point that I was trying to convey to him is, why are you up here going tit for tat, arguing all these things? That's why I said, ask him what's his message for Israel. That's why I asked him, what about Jacob's trouble? Okay. What's the mark of the beast? These are major prophecies that you're supposed to be warning Jacob about. And if you're warning Jacob about, regardless if I'm fucking Japhet or Edom or whatever you think I am, if I'm warning you about something that doesn't exist and the real thing comes, you're not going to know what to do when the real thing comes. Jake needs to just fucking preach the word and stop being a demon.
Yeah, the bug out knew what Jacob's trouble was. He said it's martial law. So the bug out knew some things, but he bugged out, and the Lord took what was sown. He allowed Satan to take what was sown in his heart. So little things here and there are left, but he's through. He's through.
But that's how that dude is a virus walking around converting people to wickedness.
That's Satan.
That's Satan. Where Satan walketh about as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour, who he could capture with his crazy ass doctrine. And best believe, people do get captured by that shit, man.
Oh yeah.
Like the flat earth. You had a whole camp that bugged out over the flat earth. That's Satan, That's why you got to stay in these scriptures. That's why you got to stay in order. That's why you got to listen to your apostles and elders, man. All right? Because you could get bugged out by demons like that, man. You say, oh man, well, man, that kind of makes sense. Like, nah, fuck that.
He stood up to that whole camp. Wow.
Whoa.
The Lord must be dealing with him.
He confounded them. Which he didn't even want to have a discourse, And a lot of people, they say, look, GMS got rebuked, GMS got exposed, or the brothers that are under Great Millstone Doctrine got exposed. And it's just a guy yelling over the top, not letting you speak. He didn't have a Bible with him. Oh, I left my arsenal at that. It's supposed to be Indian. But that guy's leading people astray. Now we have to go into the beast, and we have to go into the mark of the beast. All right, we need to edify, man. Who is Esau? So let's get into this. All right, because now this idiot just made a big ass mess of it. All right, give me Job 9 was it 9 and 13 or 9 and and 25 or 21 and 9, 25 and 9, something like that. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth, all right? The whole earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Now, it says in the scriptures about Japheth, can you give me